The CSU women's basketball team capped off their remarkable regular season by sending out 3 seniors in style. We have the story and more tonight on CTV Sports.
Evening and thanks for watching CTV. I'm Patrick Enslow.
And I'm Elizabeth Prossi. Friday was a big night for the CSU women's basketball team as the Rams were celebrating senior night while trying to get revenge against the Wyoming Cowgirls in the Border War #2. The Rams were on a mission to prove what kind of team they really are, and it showed as they led nearly the entire way en route to defeating the Cowgirls 58-46. Standout freshman Ellen Nystrom had 26 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists for CSU. She was helped out by Grit Ryder, who had 15 points and 6 assists, and Sam Martin, who chipped in 12. Martin, along with Alicia Nichols and Haley Thompson, played their last game at Moby Arena, and emotions were flowing afterwards during the post-game ceremony. Patrick, what a great way to end the regular season with a Border War victory to send these seniors out in style.
Especially since they lost in Wyoming.
Yes.
So it was a great way to end the season, and just seeing those seniors win and a smile on their faces. After going 11-19 last season to going 26-4, it was just great. Head coach Ryan Williams got Mountain West Coach of the Year, which was also great. Ellen Nystrom just racking up the credentials. And it was more of a team effort as they got a bunch of players on second team, no first team stars. So you could just tell there was a team atmosphere the whole season.
I think so, and it's got this momentum that's going to lead them into the Mountain West Conference Championships, which hopefully they can go bowling at the NCAA tournament.
Oh yeah, they should be fine. And after the game, we got Sam Martin's reaction to her career here at CSU coming to a close. Take a look.
You're going to make me cry again.
No. You know, I don't know, I'm sorry. You know, it's been 4 years. It's been a great 4 years. There's been ups and downs, and to end it like this just means everything to me.
She said it there. It really meant everything to her. I mean, just tears of sadness and joy. I mean, it really just like hit a string with me. So I mean, you can just tell this was a great team and a great year, and it just must feel great just after what happened last season.
I mean, they're coming off of a great win, and obviously Ellen Nystrom is really showing her stuff. She's a freshman, but she won co-freshman of the year. So I'm hoping she can lead us along with Sam Martin and the other seniors and just really finish off a great year. Yeah,
and it just depends where you're from, how you say it, because our own Steven Starcer, he likes to go Nystrom. And speaking of, he was able to, sorry folks, as we look at the bracket for the tournament this weekend here in Vegas, as the #1 seed Rams look to take on the winner of Utah State and New Mexico.
No, obviously it's going to be an interesting game between Utah State and New Mexico, #8 versus #9. Patrick, what are your thoughts?
I think if they can get past that first game, and if they can look solid now, they've played all season, they should be good. The only thing that worries me is if they play Wyoming. If Wyoming wins that first game, and they both win their first games and they play, that could be the toughest test. If they can get past those first 2 games, I think they're set, and I think they could actually maybe snag a decent seed in this tournament if they can win the regular season and the conference tournament.
I think so too, and you know what? We've just been playing so well. There were 50 games played at Moby Arena this season, and we won 42 of them. So I'm really hoping that we can take the senior night win, carry it on through, and if we have to face the Cowgirls again, you know what? Take them out once again.
Yeah, sounds good to me. On last week's show, we teased a story about outstanding freshman Ellen Nystrom, and the wait is over. Our own Steven Starcer has a story.
The CSU women's basketball team's success this season is due in large part to a heavy influence in foreign talent. The Rams have 7 players from 4 European countries on their roster, and perhaps the most impressive of them all is Ellen Nystrom, a freshman from Sweden who says the Rams' lack of national attention doesn't bother them one bit.
We know that we're good, and we don't need people to pay attention to us because we know that we're good, and we know that we can go to the NCAA tournament, and I mean that's our goal. So we're just focusing on that and focusing on our team.
The 19-year-old says it's been a smooth transition to the States, and she couldn't be happier.
I love it here, I really do, and I have 2 Swedish friends here, Ellie and Gabby, so that's been a real big help because I don't even miss home that much.
Nystrom's head coach Ryan Williams believes he's found a star in the young Swede.
She's a very special talent, a very strong, competitive young lady that has a tremendous will to win.
There's no denying the freshman has an array of talents, but Williams says there's one in particular that sets her apart.
The thing about Ellen is how extremely unselfish she is. You know, the thing we've been trying to get her to do is score the ball and be a more willing scorer, because she's got it all. I don't think Ellen understands how good she's gonna be.
Nystrom became the first men's or women's basketball player in school history to record a triple-double this season, and couldn't have been more humble.
I mean, I'm just playing my game and trying to win every game, but if I make a triple-double, it's not like I'm gonna focus on that much, but it's fun that people recognize it.
The Rams are shooting for their first NCAA tournament berth since 2002, and with players like Nystrom, this year the shoe just might fit.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to watch her these next 3 years, and she gets that tournament experience in her first season, so that's really something special.
Can't wait to see.
And we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we have men's highlights from the border war in Laramie and some video of Coach Larry Eustace yelling at refs and Cowboys flopping.
Don't go away.
Take my hand and start a brand new day. And together as one we'll start to see some change. Underneath everything we are, underneath everything we do, we are all people. Connected, interdependent, united. And when we reach out a hand to one, we can influence the condition of all. That's what it means to live united.
When you're out there, there's no telling what you'll find.
I see it! I see it! Oh, look at you.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
The CSU men's basketball team dominated round one of the border war in Fort Collins, but on Saturday they had to travel to Laramie to play the Cowboys in their house, and this time things went a little bit differently. And it started off strong for the Rams as Joe Deciman here with a huge block, but for you Rams fans, it didn't go very well after that either.
Wyoming had their own jam fest going on in this one. As you can see, amazing dunk here, and Wyoming senior guard Nathan Sobey, he scored 33 points, and that just, the momentum kept going for the Cowboys.
Yeah, it was just a dunk fest.
And Patrick, the Cowboys were flopping around like fish out of the water, and the refs were buying it. Now let's just talk about the bad calls. There were 56 combined fouls in this game, 5 players who fouled out, including Avila and Bejarano.
Yeah, it was just atrocious to watch. And I mean, no, there's a reason Eustace was mad. I mean, so many fouls. Your top 3 players getting in foul trouble. And I mean, I can't even count how many players fouled out. It's hard to be competitive when you have so many fouls like that. And here's another video of Eustace going off on the officials. And I mean, he kind of had a right to after 56 fouls. That's kind of unheard of, especially in Division I basketball. And it's obviously he's not pleased with these calls, as he is really getting in the refs here. And you might want to put on some earmuffs, because I mean, it's getting pretty bad there, folks.
I mean, basketball is definitely a very physical game, but 56 fouls, that is not Division I basketball, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And to make things worse, the Rams, they lost one player for the rest of the season. Senior Gerson Santo broke his hand battling for a rebound Saturday and is out for the rest of the season, thus ending his career as a CSU Ram. Pretty disappointing to see him have to end his time here at CSU like this.
Yeah, and it's tough for the Rams as they head into the conference tournament, losing one of their best defensive players and like their big player, because he was more the defensive and Avila was more of the scorer, as he was the leading scorer all season. So it's just another shot in the leg for him as they go to the Mountain West Conference tournament. Hopefully they can bounce back.
I think they can. Now let's see what the men have to do to win their conference tournament. Here's a look at the bracket. Now, as you can see, San Diego State is the #1 seed, so they've got a bye, and we are number 9 playing number 8 Utah State. Patrick, what are your thoughts?
hopefully they can go into this Utah State game and just kind of erase these last few games they've had, especially that Wyoming game that was kind of ugly. And then they've lost to this Utah State team twice, and it was a pretty ugly loss at home. So hopefully they can kind of take that and use that as motivation. And they'll need even bigger games out of Octius, Bejarano, and Avila after that terrible injury on Santo, so it's going to be tough.
I'm hoping so. I mean, they've lost both times to Utah State, but you know what? It's called March Madness for a reason, so I'm hoping we can get some revenge out on them. Now it's time to take another quick break, but when we come back, Ian Sylvester caught up with the club baseball team for their 4-game series this weekend. See how they did.
And we got highlights of the softball team competing in the Colorado State Classic. Don't go anywhere.
This is the moment I knew. His future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control?
To be safe.
Don't worry. I got this. It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Welcome back to CTV Sports. The CSU club baseball team played a 4-game set against rival Utah State this past weekend. CTV Sports' Ian Sylvester was there.
We're here at City Park Field where the Rams are back in action for their first full weekend of play at home. They took on the Utah State Aggies in a 4-game series that they split with the Aggies in a rematch of the 2012 National Championship.
It is a game where you've got a little bit of an extra adrenaline rush, and you care just a little bit more about than just your regular non-conference game. And there's probably 7 or 8 guys on the team still, and myself on the coaching staff from that year, and so we definitely take it a little bit personally. So we came prepared yesterday and played really well, and it was good to get 2 wins. I expect today, as long as we have 14 innings of solid effort, to have similar results to yesterday.
Despite dropping Sunday's games to Utah State, the Rams had their bats going and played great defense both on the mound and in the field. This was key for the Rams in their ability to take the first 2 games against the Aggies on Saturday.
We're getting production from the entire lineup, which we really need.
For CTV Sports, I'm Ian Sylvester.
Rams on 3. 1, 2, 3. Rams!
Next up, the Rams will play 4 games against the Colorado Buffaloes in Boulder on March 15th and 16th.
The CSU softball team was finally able to play at home this weekend for the Colorado State Classic. Saturday, the Rams defeated Southern Utah 8-0 in 5 innings, but lost 10-7 to Dayton. Sunday, the Rams beat Dayton 10-8, but lost to Nebraska-Omaha 4-0, finishing the weekend at 2-2 and 3-2 on the season. The 2 victories this weekend were freshman pitcher Larissa Petrikov's first, while teammate Shea Rodriguez notched 4 hits in 2 games against Dayton. The Rams will play Northern Colorado on the road this Tuesday.
Well, Patrick, what are your thoughts for March Madness? Any predictions?
I think it's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to the Mountain West Conference tournament. And there's the highly touted San Diego State Aztecs as our top 10 team nationally. But I think CSU's got a great chance, and Boise State. Any of those 3 teams I think could really run away with it. Maybe not CSU, but I'm thinking my dark horse is Boise State from the Mountain West Conference. And but not a dark horse is our CSU women, as I think they will take it, and I think they should take it.
I think they will too. Well, that is all the time we have for you tonight.
We will be off next week for spring break, but when we will be back on Monday, March 24th, for all your CSU sports.
Remember to visit collegian.com for all of your CSU sports updates.
Have a good night.